very brief, and also you have highlighted the importance of Connect PNG. Well, you said it. We can't build road in years. We will build road on the land. So we need land. So it's creating a pathway for us to work together as a team. So thank you. I'll get Department of Works Secretary to make a response. Mr. GIBSON HOLEMBA.
Thank you to Master of Ceremony, Assistant Secretary Mr. Yamu. I would like to acknowledge our Secretary for Lands and Physical Planning for making your time to come. You're also very busy man, having to look after one of the key agencies of government, and many of our national leaders, including our people, are always fronting up your office to seek help. So, Miblatok, thank you too long, Secretary, your time to make a time to come and be with us. Our Deputy Secretary, Mr. Malisa, Mitok, thank you. Our Valuer General, our Surveyor General, and all the entire team from Department of Lands. You blogger or workman sit on the uniform, thank you through. Me how much long. The entire team, Secretary, actually brought this room is full with the lens and physical planning staff. I'm joining the group from the physical planning space because I was once involved in the physical planning board, and I'm still on the group, the WhatsApp group. I normally watch from the distance. And just last night I saw our former physical planner was commenting, Mr. Linus was commenting regarding an MoU that was recently the board composition of the climate change, and that and he was commenting in relation to the land matters, wrangling that climate change doesn't operate in space, they operate on land, and we should be represented. But Secretary, you are represented in my Connect PNG Airport Steering Committee, because we know that land is very important and we build roads on land. At the same time, you are also the committee member to the Road Advisory Committee, which formerly Central Roads Board normally approves all the road cassettles across the country. So you are represented in both of those major committees that makes the decision for the department, especially in developing roads for this country. So it is not a mistake for the department to go into an MoU to see how we can able to address issues of land matters in the road corridor. Now, in the current amendment of the Road Act of 2020, we've allowed for a 15-meter road corridor from the edge. The previous Road Maintenance Act of 1971 do not really capture the 40-meter road corridor. The 40-meter road corridor was accepted from the Forestry Act, which allows for a 40-meter wide corridor for forestry road purposes. But in the current legislation, the amended legislation allows for a 15-meter road corridor from the edge of the drain or from the last road structure that is within the roadside. So that means that from 15 meters from the edge of the drain or from the edge of the bench cut towards is a road corridor width. So that means 30 meters from both sides of the edge, including the formation width, which is like 12 meters, or even is a 4-lane, then you have a 20-meter wide formation construction of that road width. So you have to plus 15 meters on both sides. So that's like the road corridor now is increasing, more than 40-meter corridor, especially in development of the national highways. And so the significance of us in this particular moment is important because the road construction is becoming very expensive, especially in dealing with land, because most of the road network that we are covering is connecting through customary land, especially in the Connect PNG program. And I thank the media for always covering that particular program of government, because that government's program is an investment program. It's just not building road for services. It's a road that is being built for economic investment. That is why it's called a Connect PNG Economic Road Development Program. In those road corridors, we have 13 road corridors. Our secretary knows that. We have 13 economic road corridors. And in that corridors, we have potential sites for other development aspects, whether it's special economic zone, agriculture, even urban development like Najab. So that is within the vicinity of the road. So when we are constructing road, we're expecting other sectors to also come and invest. this particular MOA gives us that opportunity where our two teams from both works through the branch of the network planning wing, the social safeguards and the lens branch, survey and lens branch, to coordinate well with our customary land division to look at how we can able to address land matters in those missing link sections. We almost have 20 missing links. Right now, as Mr. Swagu was saying, we are constructing the road as part of our Connect PNG 50th Jubilee target is to connect Ley and Port Moresby. And so just last week, our team has now finished the last greenfield part of the Morobe section. Morobe team who are coming into Gulf. And then we have Gulf section almost 5 kilometers to go before they punch the brownfield. We have an existing field, so we are targeting to connect by July, so that the Prime Minister, as you heard it from the Parliament sitting last week and this week, he is telling them that before September I'll be driving to Ley. And that is why we are working very hard to try and reach the target. The southern corridor we've already punched through, and now we are working on the bridges. So yesterday my team on site sent me a video that they are now building almost 2 center piers now over the Ponua River. So we can drive through from Alatau coming into Central Province. So we can get our Deputy Secretary to drive home. Huh? Yeah, but that's the beauty of this MOA, is working in partnership. Just last week we also signed an MOU with forestry as well, because forestry is helping us to also use the locking companies on the locking sides to build access roads, and we build it up to normal national road class standard. So that is very important. We have Connect PNG programs right across the country, covering length and breadth of this country, from north to south, east to west. Cabinet in February approved the national roads Cassetol. That's the Cassetol to classify all our roads after the endorsement by the Road Advisory Committee. Now we have classified roads from class 1 all the way to class 3 of the national highways. We have different standards that are being used to be constructed, from 4-lane to double-lane to single-lane roads. So that particular aspects of planning is very important. We have to work with our lands department to make sure that the roads that we plan to construct complies with the Land Act, the requirements of the Land Act in terms of the customary land and also the alienated land where government owns. So I'm really privileged to be here this afternoon with my colleague secretary from Lands to sign and enter into this MOU, so that our two teams can work to now clear up all these customary land sites that we are currently constructing roads. One of which the requirement of our developers that comes to also fund the road is looking at the safeguard issues. And like the banks in World Bank and ADB, they have very high safeguard policies. And they want to ensure that the land matters are addressed before they fund. And so that is very, very important, so that we could able to have this MOU, so where it can able to clear up those land for future road investment programs. So having to sign this MOU gives us a working platform so that our two teams can sit together from the technical working group that you already have, maybe elevate the discussions into more strategic way of planning the entire road network in terms of the current phase 1 to phase 3 of the Connect PNG program, and having the team to go out there and clear up those land that is being affected for us to construct roads. Especially up in the highlands right now, is being very expensive for us to build roads up there, and we have to bring in security forces because the land is owned by customary land, or they claim to own it. If we have already even acquired, it's becoming very expensive, so that we could able to get even a small section of the road is costing us 15 million kina. It's already, equivalent to even constructing a 20-kilometer road. So it's really expensive to build roads nowadays, with landowners coming in to claim compensation over their land. And so having this MOU gives us a working arrangement, so we can work together as a team as a government agencies working in partnership so that we can able to implement two government policies of making available land, at the same time building roads that drive investment and generate growth in this country. So I would like to thank our team from both Department of Lands and Department of Works under the oversight of our two deputy secretaries and our first assistant secretaries and all the assistant secretaries, all the technical heads that are in charge. I look forward to working with you all so that we can able to drive the agenda of government, to connect the country, to make, drive the economy of our country to 200 billion kina by 2030. That's the agenda of government. So we got to get a big picture of where the government is heading and try to look at how we can get these partnerships to meet the expectation and the targets and the goals of government in ensuring that the MTTP4 is being achieved in our lifetime, in our time, even including Vision 2050. So I look forward to working with you all. I thank the team who has put together this MoU. Today is a starting for all of us to work with. Implementing it depends back on you. Mitla sign him tasap. You know, this team putting together is your job to make sure that we implement the MoU. There are so many MoUs that have been signed with many other agencies. Most times are not getting implemented because our own staff who actually put together are not able to make it work. So I challenge all our both staff from both sides to look at how we can able to work to implement the MoU that you have put together. So with that being said, I thank all of you for making your time to come and the media for covering this occasion. And I thank you all for always standing by to always come around to, cover the story. So with that, thank you too much. God bless us all.